Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. It looks like we're coming down to the end of the Fresh and Fit diabolical duo. We got Fresh and Fit breakup is coming sooner than you think.
No one cares. The problem is, bros, that like sponsors don't want it, companies don't want it, firms don't want it. So at some point, you're gonna be in the corner by yourself.
Walter, I promise you I got a chair for you whenever you are ready to get into it. He's getting tired of the madness, and I've been signaling this from a couple of months ago now, but he is totally sick of having these same humdrum conversations. He wants to get into the real meat and potatoes, and he's questioning the questioner himself, Myron, as to why they continue to do these things that they do. Look, I'm glad that not only is Fresh starting to wake up, but other people are starting to see that the nonsense that the Red Pill community has brought into his life and our lives was totally unnecessary. Like, there's a way to talk about the truth in which they once started without doing this whole spiel about, you know, Jews, Muslims, Christians, and it's honestly ridiculous, and I'm glad somebody's calling it out. And the call is actually coming from at least part of the house. It might be the basement, it might not be the attic, but at least it's coming from inside the house. But for some reason, Walter is still tethered to Myron at the hip, you know, like a baby that's in the mall connected to his mom's hip or whatever the case may be. He can only go but so far without him, or until he gets pulled back by this invisible chain that he's got on. But every time Myron goes off the deep end, Walter is there, but he is so not present, it's ridiculous.
Everything, every issue, every ailment in society, you could tie it back to fucking feminism. Every single one. Feminism. Who pushed feminism? Gloria Steinem, etc. Who pushed homosexuality? The See, these are the conversations they don't want you to hear. I'm not biting my tongue for no fucking niggas.
Damn, Myron, shit. I'll say this. The fact that Fresh looks so out of it, he's always been out of it. Like, I've never felt like Fresh was ever a part of the conversation where he added things of high intellect. He never really gave you perspective that made you question what you thought you already knew. This is regular Fresh every episode. You go back to the first episode, Fresh was always just kind of like that guy that was just ad-libbing and sharing his 2 cents and talking in circles, and we were just like, okay, what does this guy do in the first place? So for Fresh to potentially be getting burnt out, okay.
The conversations they don't want you to hear. I'm not biting my tongue for no fucking niggas, Asians, Pajeets, stinky Indians, that shit. Blacks, Arabs, even Arabs, I criticize them. I'm not biting my tongue. I call it like it is. Facts are facts, regardless of who says them.
I just want to say, I love all my Jew friends. I love Jews. I love everybody. And I don't hate nobody.
And all Walter can do in these situations where Myron goes off on these tirades is sit there like a dum-dum and wonder why we can't get back to the root cause of our coalition, helping actual men and their desires. But that's because Myron has never had those true intentions. The Red Pill community doesn't have those true intentions. Anybody labeling themselves with these identities doesn't have those true intentions. It's about grifting. It's about making the most money possible. And it's also about hurting people and putting out hate speech. Walter, I kind of feel for you at this point, because the guy that you've tied yourself to is literally saying stuff that is anti-you. I remember when he got mad at Drewski for doing the skit, and he had put out something that said, yo, this fat loser wifed up a H04 or a 305, whatever the he call whores nowadays. And then he's parading around the internet, and all I could think to myself was, wait a minute, isn't that your co-host?
No one thought he could pull her, right? So him just doing that, make conversation happen. And look, I get it. It's not RP or like the best move in this space, but for what he's doing, bro, it gave him hella promotion and content. And listen, everyone commented on it.
But it's negative. For him, they were like roasting him for being a sucker, and they were roasting her for being a 304. Like, for her, she don't mind the bad press because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Walter and Myron have gotten so far off the deep end, even from when we first found them. Their stuff is so much more different that I don't even think they will recognize themselves if you took them back to their beginning stages. Because none of this content has anything to do with male improvement.
Bro, reparations are for words, okay? Black people need to just stop being lazy. You're not gonna get a fucking handout, okay? We're not going to give you your fucking reparations, because guess who's going to have to pay for that? The middle class is going to have to pay for it.
Yes.
Now, let's keep it 1,000. You just get your reparations. What you going to do with it? You gonna buy a bunch of some Jordans, some fucking drugs, some weed.
They're going to buy some weed.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
what good, my
You got to buy some Fendi. You got to buy some bullshit.
Buy some guns.
You can buy some guns.
Rob
like, yeah. Like, are gonna spend the money and invest.
Go back to jail.
Majority are gonna do criminal shit.
Literally, all he does is go on the internet, rage bait, and make comments about things that have nothing to do with him, and honestly, things that he wouldn't normally care about, but just in order to keep his name circulating in the media, he puts out a tweet in order to hate on some of the things that people are doing.
Wait, do you want a real answer?
What's the
Or no?
Do tell, please. If you want to, do tell. We here all day.
Hurry up, come here.
You know I'm a light of fire, right?
Mhm.
Yo, Myron, that's that guy. What's the?
No, not do that. He's gonna farm it.
That's the only one I don't like. That's it.
Don't get attention.
He already puts my name
You
in
get
his
that nigga
mouth.
a week. You just get that nigga a week of content.
That's fine. You wanted me to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
I feel like he has nothing but people on the internet in his community to sit around, search his name all day, and just react to the things that he says or the things that he does or people mentioning him or just any sort of content out there that'll get the clicks and views. I agree with Agent. Literally, I would not be surprised if the official Fresh and Fit YouTube account comes in the comment section of this video, because they literally search out for these types of things in order to keep themselves relevant. But the only reason why they are still around to this day is because, one, I ain't gonna lie, it's a guaranteed 4 out of 10 at the worst. But two, because people bring his name up, Walter's name up, and the rest of the dumbass community up.
That's just so
No one watches female streamers or female.
They're not
Look,
interesting.
Look, no one gives a f about female streamers or content creators, and the reason why no one gives a f is because you bimbos are stupid. You have no life experience to draw from. You're not relatable. You're not interesting. You're not funny, because your entire existence was predicated on you being a female having of a. So therefore, you never had to actually develop any character or characteristics or become interesting or witty or charismatic or charming. So therefore, that is why nobody watches you guys.
Mind you, the same thing can be said about Myron in these situations. Nobody's interested in you as a person. You're not relatable. You don't give good advice. Literally, people are watching you to crash out at this point. They're watching to see the extreme things that you do, and they're watching to hate on you when you feel like it's pertinent for you to give your 2 cents on any situations. Just like when Kai got a girlfriend. Myron spent a good portion of this year hating on AMP when literally the only tie that he has with them is through Agent. But Agent so long ago put off any sort of content or interaction with Myron since the playback channel ended and stopped making videos back in early January of this year. It makes no sense why he would continue to attach his name to Agent, other than he knows it's a way to get a clip off. He knows it's a way to farm something. He knows it's a way to get engagement.
I'm so sorry for speaking to you that way.
Are they chained together? I'm weak.
Listen, bro.
These are the people that talk about us. These are the people that make endless hit pieces on us. Losers like this is who people watch and look up to and aspire to be. This dude flew this mid chick out, gets in the grocery store. She's a nobody. Like, bro, you got a bunch of followers. Have some dignity. You're from the same part of the world as me. Women don't talk to us like that. Are you crazy?
That right there just shows so much of what he purports to be, but is not.
And this dude got a nerve to say, yo, this guy Fresh as cat. Look, man, I know Fresh is ugly, but he's not no like that.
Hey, man.
Like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
This is getting to the point where he would even lie, contradict himself, or just plain misrepresent the situations at hand. Like when Agent bought a whole car and put it on stream, he said maybe he should be showing people how to build wealth generationally, buy houses, etc., etc. But Agent has a plethora of videos on multiple channels where he talks about buying houses, what that can do for the different generations. He's talked about investments before. He's talked about male improvement more than the channel dedicated to male improvement, Fresh and Fit. And hell, all in 2024. And no, it's not some superficial things. It's the things that Myron himself even values. That's why he's calling for Agent to do it. It's just senseless. Like, they've gone away from doing what they could do, what they normally do, because it doesn't work anymore, and have become a monkey reaction channel. It's stupid as fuck. One new trick and trait that Myron has picked up this year is dumping on any and everybody who gets into a relationship. If you're famous and you show a girl on stream, then Myron is going to dump on you. Now, everybody was doing it when Travis Hunter revealed his girlfriend and all the situations and circumstances that came out, which, hey, there's Hunter revealed his
52 zip. Oh, nah.
girlfriend and all the situations and circumstances that came out, which, hey, there's advice out there. I'm not gonna dissect and criticize who was right, wrong, or indifferent, because I know I got my video off. But then when iShowSpeed, one of the people who's had the best year out of anybody in 2024, came on stream and revealed that he too had a girlfriend, Myron took this as an opportunity to dissect the content, wait for the moment in which he could make a clip out of it, and go as hard as possible.
Like, no, like, it's like right there. How you gonna
He
get
got
it on
curved.
camera? Keep it cute.
Now, did Speed get curved here? Yeah. Was it for a bit? Most likely. Myron, stop watching this. Get back to male self-improvement and male health. And don't worry about these guys that you can get the clip off of.
Fresh is my friend. I'm a ride or die. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm gonna stay by my friend. I have $6 million in real estate, so I can say whatever the hell I want. Yeah. Oh, you SpongeBob motherfucker. Oh, how the mediocre have fallen. The downfall of Fresh and Fit honestly needs to be studied, right? So I've been watching their downfall through Abba and Preach. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Go check them out. But the way Fresh and Fit just straight up ruined their own career on YouTube is just amazing to me, bro. It's like at the beginning, like I used to watch Fresh and Fit, like I see the clips and I'd be like, you know what? They got some good points, right? They're making some pretty good points. But then you start to realize, like, it starts to get repetitive. Like, they're saying the same things every night, right? It's like, y'all don't got anything else to say. Like, they'll just bring on dumbass bimbos from Instagram and just, like, yell at them and basically lecture them every night. I'm like, okay, it was interesting the first couple of times, right? Maybe do it once a week, but like every night, y'all don't get tired of this? Like that man's blood pressure is high as hell, I bet.
Even the people that were watching the content at one point in time are now getting tired of Fresh and Fit, and they're putting new faces and places into that manosphere that they'll watch the content of. Now, ultimately, I don't think you should be watching that type of content anyway. You should go out and live your real life, but it's a good thing that they are taking at least these two bozos out of their algorithm and replacing them with people who are probably more sane than these guys. And maybe what's happening today to them will help expedite the process of getting them off the internet. Lately, they got sued by Rockstar Games, you know, the people that make GTA, for using the same imagery to promote some of their stuff. Now, I've seen a lot of people take on the whole GTA aesthetic and make artwork out of it. And usually Rockstar Games or any other, you know, video game platform doesn't take too much issue with those situations, but these guys took it straight to the heart.
A black civil rights defense fund that contacted
Yep.
Rockstar Games.
Yeah, what happened is
that you want to
they-
keep clowning on it? Because
Yeah,
Myron online he be doing some wild stuff about, he constantly speaks poorly about black people, calls them the N-word, monkeys, everything you can imagine. He does it every day. And I always said, you keep poking the bear, you gonna hit the wrong hornet's nest eventually. That's just inevitable.
You pissed off X amount of people, and then that's what happened. That person, that Arthur Watkins, basically he warned Myron a couple of times, saying that, hey, you know what? I don't like the way you talk about us. I don't like the way you talk about women, black women, especially black men. I don't like the way you do all this stuff, but there's not so much I could do about that. But what I can do, I will do.
One thing I will say that's come out of this last 4 year stretch of content, of social zeitgeist, you know, things that are going on in the ethos, is that a lot of the grifters have got out of here. And because the red pill community was predominantly made of grifters, it is amazing to see that a lot of them are now having to shift their content. And the only ones left is this nagging tooth that is Fresh and Fit. Think about it. Wes Watson's not important anymore. Just Pearly Things has all but evaporated off earth. Sneeko has did a whole 180 pivot and is going back to school even. The only major players that are left is Fresh and Fit. Kevin Samuels is even in the ground. So as soon as Fresh and Fit get off the platform, I think we'll be totally...
Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I don't think Kevin Samuels was pushing the red pill narrative that Myron and Fresh were pushing. But he's definitely the godfather of this whole conversation. But these guys took what Kevin Samuels was doing and completely spun it around to just disrespect women and black men. Kevin Samuels was just telling the truth. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Totally rid of the toxic red pill community, which is impressive because how big and influential they were is so crazy for them to only have that 4 year stretch. Round of applause to everybody for getting smarter. I'm so proud of you guys.
Honestly, it really started once YouTube demonetized their channel. Once YouTube demonetized their channel, them boys was cooked. At that point, they were just working for free. And after a while, like maintaining, what am I really trying to say? Like maintaining a space of the red pill It's such a small window of success, bro. A lot of these things aren't sustainable. Even if you hit the iron, you have to keep the iron hot. It's not even about getting it hot. It seems like nowadays creators get the iron hot every other year. There's like a new regime. But to maintain this shit, while everybody's like attention spans are diminishing, things are changing, competitors and stuff like that, it's no surprise that we got to this point. But it all started once YouTube cut their checks. After that, we just stopped caring. I'm gonna holler at you guys. This was Fresh and Fit is breaking up and coming sooner than you think. It is what it is. None of these people really affected my life in the first place. All just entertaining content. Appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe.